If you don't know who I am,
Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Goldylocks Productions presents the Live from Little Bear Sanctuary show with Christopher Vane. Enjoy topics such as the vegan lifestyle, sanctuary media highlights, and spotlighting new rescues.
Hey everybody, welcome to my first show. I'm so excited to be here. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Chris Vane, and I'm the founder and executive director of Little Bear Sanctuary. We're located in Punta Gorda, Florida. Little Bear Sanctuary is a farm animal sanctuary. We're a nonprofit, and we rescue farm animals who have been abused, neglected, animals from hoarding cases, rescues from slaughters, and we give them a permanent home here at the sanctuary. Taking a big breath. I don't know why I'm nervous today, guys, but I'm going to show you guys some videos today of the sanctuary, and I'm going to show you some pics. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties, so I hope everything works out. I'm going to start, let me just do this over here. I hope everybody can hear me and see me. And if you want to say hello, here's a chat box. I love to be interactive. Do this. All right. So, this video ready. Sorry, guys. I have a Mac and it's giving me issues today. All right. Okay. Here we go. So last month, I was the GoFundMe hero for August. It was very exciting, and it's really given myself and our sanctuary a major voice and global recognition. And I'm really excited to have had all of this crazy media coverage and good stuff like that. And GoFundMe did an amazing, they put together a little video, which I'm going to share with you guys. And it kind of gives you an idea of the sanctuary, what it's all about. We named the sanctuary up here. Tofu wants to join us today. Say hi, everybody. We named the sanctuary in honor of my mom, Ursula, which is Little Bear in Latin. That's how we got the name. And she was a big influence in my life. She taught me compassion. She always believed in me. She told me to follow my dreams. And I couldn't think of a better way to honor her memory than to open an animal sanctuary in her name. She passed away in 2016, and she said when she went to heaven, she would have a barn and she would rescue all the animals. So I know she's definitely doing that, and I feel her presence here every day, and I see it in the animals. I see it in their joy. These animals come from some really difficult situations, severe abuse. Sometimes they arrive extremely sick. They're scared. And they go on their little journey with me and everybody here, and within a few weeks, their transformation is amazing. They go from those scared animals to, especially the pigs, getting their belly rubs, running around, being happy. Anyway, let me show you the GoFundMe video. Here it is. Enjoy. I hope this is sharing because I can't see.
My mom was a great influence in my life. Her name was Ursula, and she taught me compassion. She always believed in me. She really was an incredible lady. She passed away in 2016. She loved animals, and Ursula in Latin is little bear, so we named the sanctuary in her memory. Little Bear Sanctuary is a nonprofit farm animal sanctuary in Punta Gorda, Florida. We rescue farm animals who have been neglected, abandoned, rescued from slaughter, and we give them a permanent life at the sanctuary. On our most recent rescue, we were able to rescue 2 piglets. They came to us with their tails cut off, 3 ears tattooed. They both had pneumonia. Unfortunately, every pig from a factory farm goes through that, but they're taking their medicine. They're doing really, really well.
All right, guys, I was just told my screen isn't sharing. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see. Let me try this again. Here we go. All right. I appreciate everybody sticking with me here. And let's try this again. All right.
My mom was a great influence in my life. Her name was Ursula, and she taught me compassion. She always believed in me. She really was an incredible lady. She passed away in 2016. She loved animals, and Ursula in Latin is little bear, so we named the sanctuary in her memory. Little Bear Sanctuary is a nonprofit farm animal sanctuary in Punta Gorda, Florida. We rescue farm animals who have been neglected, abandoned, rescued from slaughter, and we give them a permanent life at the sanctuary. On our most recent rescue, we were able to rescue 2 piglets. They came to us with their tails cut off, 3 ears tattooed. They both had pneumonia. Unfortunately, every pig from a factory farm goes through that, but they're taking their medicine. They're doing really, really well. It's amazing to see when an animal comes from that situation, and 4 weeks later, when they get love and belly rubs, it's such a transformation. It's what makes it all worthwhile. I've always had a connection with all kinds of animals. They're emotional, intelligent beings. My ultimate goal here is to give them the best care that I could possibly give them. And fundraising is one of the most important aspects of the job. Everything that's done at the sanctuary, from the fencing to the feed to the insurance, it's all donations. There are so many incredible people who support us in so many ways, and I'm just humbled by it every day. I always tell people I founded the sanctuary, but this sanctuary belongs to the supporters. My mom, she never got to see it, but I think she'd be very proud. There really is no word to describe what I get to do every day. I'm still amazed that I've been able to do this, and just to see so many happy animals, it's pretty amazing. If you follow your passion and you believe in what you're doing, you can do anything.
All right, guys, I've been told that the screen is not sharing. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try one more time. Take a deep breath, Chris. Before I play it, can you guys see that? Can somebody please tell me if you can see it? All right, here we go. Sorry, this is third time's a charm, I hope.
My mom was a great influence in my life. Her name was Ursula, and she taught me compassion. She always believed in me. She really was an incredible lady. She passed away in 2016. She loved animals, and Ursula in Latin is little bear, so we named the sanctuary in her memory. Little Bear Sanctuary is a nonprofit farm animal sanctuary in Punta Gorda, Florida. We rescue farm animals who have been neglected, abandoned, rescued from slaughter, and we give them a permanent life at the sanctuary. On our most recent rescue, we were able to rescue 2 piglets. They came to us with their tails cut off, their ears tattooed. They both had pneumonia. Unfortunately, every pig from a factory farm goes through that, but they're taking their medicine. They're doing really, really well. It's amazing to see when an animal comes from that situation, and 4 weeks later, when they get love and belly rubs, it's such a transformation. It's what makes it all worthwhile. I've always had a connection with all kinds of animals. They're emotional, intelligent beings. My ultimate goal here is to give them the best care that I could possibly give them. And fundraising is one of the most important aspects of the job. Everything that's done at the sanctuary, from the fencing to the feed to the insurance, it's all donations. There are so many incredible people who support us in so many ways, and I'm just humbled by it every day. I always tell people I founded the sanctuary, but this sanctuary belongs to the supporters. My mom, she never got to see it, but I think she'd be very proud. There really is no word to describe what I get to do every day. I'm still amazed that I've been able to do this, and just to see so many happy animals, it's pretty amazing. If you follow your passion and you believe in what you're doing, you can do anything.
Third time's a charm. All right. Well, I'm assuming that everything that can go wrong is going to go wrong today. Oh my goodness, it's a sign of 2020, I guess. Drink some coffee for that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, appreciate. Big thanks to GoFundMe for that amazing video. I think they really. Sorry. I think they really put together, they really showed my mom and how much she meant to me, and it always makes me emotional. Anyway, sorry, I got to pull it together. Sorry, guys. Anyway, moving on. You know, my friend Laura, she would tell me to sing right now, and have the angels help. So I know you're watching, Laura. My friend Laura, we met quite a few years ago now, and when I was in real estate. And it's funny, you know, when you meet somebody and you immediately have a connection. I totally felt that with Laura. Laura also has a show here on Goldylocks Productions, and it's called the Angels and Healing Light Show. It's pretty amazing. She's on it Tuesday at 11 a.m. I hope I got the time right, Laura. Definitely tune in and check her out, and she's definitely going to be a guest on my show. And it's funny, you know, my journey to this sanctuary has been a crazy one. And it brings me to real estate. I'm originally from New York, and I always wanted to be a veterinarian. Ended up in human healthcare, of all things, for a long time. And people are texting me and it's coming through on my Mac, and I hate Macs, and I think I'm going to have to switch after this show. Um, I left New York in 2003 to move to Florida to be closer to my mom and dad. They moved down to Punta Gorda in 1995 to retire. And being an only child, they were getting older, and I really felt that I needed to be closer to them. So I moved to Miami because I figured, hey, I'm from New York City. I don't have a car. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? I had been, I burnt out in human medicine. I was the program director for a Ryan-White clinic in East Harlem for a long time. And that's an HIV/AIDS clinic. And got to do some amazing work on and research on the once-a-day medications that are now in use. And, the population in East Harlem is one of the poorest in the country, and mostly homeless people, prostitutes, drug addicts, and it's crazy what's going on with healthcare right now. But to have been able to work with that population and make a difference in their life and change the lives of a lot of people, even today, was I feel I did my duty. But yeah, I definitely burnt out. So packed it up, moved to Miami Beach, decided to become a realtor, and did that for about 10 years. And 2015, my mom had a stroke. They both needed me to be closer, even though I was like 3 hours away. So moved to Port Charlotte, decided to do real estate up here. And I took a real estate seminar on following your passion. And it was a 3-week, it was this crazy intensive seminar, 3 weeks long, every day, real estate, making phone calls, how to become a millionaire realtor, how to, really follow that passion in real estate. And that's when I realized, oh my God, this isn't my passion. Having to start all over again, coming from Miami, coming up here. I had been vegan for about 2 years at that point, and I really felt this pull to do something different. And it was literally in that course that I had this light bulb moment. Literally, like I said, I'm going to open an animal sanctuary. Made a post on Instagram. I remember it so clearly. And I told my friends and my followers, hey, I'm going to open up an animal sanctuary in the next 5 years. And everybody was like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, right, okay. And I started looking at sanctuaries around the country, and saw, the operations, kind of figured, I didn't want to just blindly go into it. And their biggest problem and the biggest expense for sanctuaries was the veterinary costs. So I just decided to become a vet tech, and having the human medicine side, it was sort of an easy transition. And I was very, very lucky to get a vet tech job probably within 2 months of making that decision. And Dr. Shaw, Choice Vet Services, hired me. Still a good friend today. He's on our board of directors. He does so many amazing things for our sanctuary. Truly blessed to have him as part of my life and part of the sanctuary life. So I got to work with him and lots of great people, and learned a lot about animals, and large animals and small animals and dogs and cats. And if you followed me on Instagram, I think every post was me kissing a puppy or something like that. And in 2016, the day before Easter, of all things, my friends were going out in Fort Myers. They're like, "Oh, come on, come out, have a drink." And I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do anything, but I said, "All right, I'll do it." We all met at a bar in Fort Myers, and lo and behold, my friends had their friends there, and my husband Randy, who wasn't my husband at the time, was there, and he was friends with the other friends. And Randy and I met on the day before Easter that year, and it was love at first sight. We had our first date the following week, and I remember he wasn't vegan at the time, and he said to me later that meal was, he felt he was never so guilty eating that meal that day with me, and literally became vegan overnight. I mean, couldn't ask for anything more, right? We were married 6 months later. My mom passed away the day before Thanksgiving, and we were married that Saturday. She didn't get to see it, but I think she was there. And by February of 2017, I said, let's move. Let's buy this sanctuary. I was ready. Randy was behind me. He's been supportive of me every day. So we started looking on realtor.com, and we found this 10-acre house. 10-acre house, that would be a big house. We found a house on 10 acres in Punta Gorda, and we knew that was the place. It had gone under contract, and we were like, oh man. We started looking for other properties, and within 2 weeks later, we saw it went back on the market, and yada, yada, yada. 3 years later, here we are. We moved in August, 3 years ago, last month. I can't believe it's September of 2020 already. Crazy how time flies. We were very lucky. The following year, the 20 acres next to us came for sale. So we purchased that, and here we are in 30 acres today. We've rescued over 150 farm animals. We've got 80 pigs, 29 sheep, 8 cows, 8 goats. We've got chickens. We've got 2 donkeys. I think I covered everything. We got 5 rescue dogs in the house and a couple cats. And I'm going to try to share the screen again and show you some pics of all our different furry kids. And hopefully it works this time. All right, here we go. And fingers crossed, everybody. All right. Let me put this on a slideshow. I hope you guys can all see that. That's Willie, our pig. And let's see. Do a slideshow here if I can do it. Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm pretty sure you guys are all in. I hope you guys can see this. Because I can't see comments right now. So here we go. So this is Willie. I'm sure somebody will text me and let me know if you guys can't see it. Willie was our first rescue. He came to us at the end of 2017, and he is a joy. We love our piggies here. Pigs are kind of our big mission. We really are. We're big on pig education, pigs as pets, educating the public on pigs in general. And All right, that was a yes, so we're in, and I'm sure everybody can see that too. Thank you, Laura. And this is one of our goats, Bambi, and the whole crew. This is early on when we had all the animals in one pasture, which was quite an interesting time. We had the cows, the goats, the sheep. Everybody was in one place, and they all got along amazing. If only people could get along that well, what a different world we'd be living in. And here are our cows. Sparkles, Smoke, and Black Beauty. They were our first 3 cows. And that little piggy there, she's our brave little pig. That's Daisy. She loved hanging out with the cows, and she would steal their food and run around between their legs. Very, very brave. And I'm going to show you a really fun video of the cows in a couple of secs. And this is Harley. Harley is, he's looking really tiny there. He is unusual. He's an unusual small pig. We believe he has some form of dwarfism. He's actually full grown, and he weighs about 50 pounds. Typically, all pigs start out weighing, 2 pounds. They're all tiny and cute. And a mini pig is any pig that's smaller than 400 pounds. There is no such thing as a pocket pig or a teacup pig. Minimum size, if you're lucky. The smallest we have is 90 pounds. And we have pigs, Yorkshire pigs up to 1,000 pounds. This is Willie, and this is our puppy Hubert. When he was a baby, he would run around with he still loves the pigs today. Willie and him had a special bond, and it was really fun to watch them together. Our sheep, we have 29 sheep. I wish we had this much grass today. This again was our original pasture when we first started. And these guys came from a hoarding case in Louisiana. They arrived to the sanctuary. Oh my God, they were skin and bones. All the females were pregnant. So we went from 20 to 29 very quickly. And they have their own pasture now. They're doing great. Our goats, good old goats. And here's some of our piggies lounging around like they love to do. On the left is Pancetta. That chubby girl in the middle is Emma, and that's Mikey on the right. The black piggy in the back, his name is Buddy. He's one of our grumpy pigs, I call him. And this big smiley head, this is Pig. He recently got those tusks trimmed. He's one of our senior boys, and we love him. And there's Hubert. Share my doggies too. Hubert, we've had him since a puppy. He was a rescue out of Miami with a bunch of his little thug brothers. We were fostering him and his 5 brothers when they were little baby puppies. And of course, how could I not take this one and keep him? And a couple of our baby sheep, we ended up calling this little guy Pan because he kind of looks like that mythological Pan guy, and he's got much bigger horns now. This is our handsome bull, Tough. He is scary looking, but he's actually a sweetheart. This girl, this is Fiona. You can see it comes on the ducks in the background. Our donkeys, Jeremiah and Ezekiel. These guys are goofy heads. This is Beacon eating his pumpkin. It's the picture that it's on our website now and on our Facebook. Willie, and Fiona, and a whole bunch of other piggies. Look at that smile. And this is Macon, whose name was Bacon, but we couldn't keep that. So Macon is probably one of our eldest, and him and his brother Otis came to stay with us. His mom was unfortunately she had to leave her home, and we were able to help her out with her two boys. We have two Shreks. We have a pig Shrek and we have a goat Shrek, and this is Shrek the goat. This is one of our big Yorkshire boys. He is a 500-pound handsome boy, and his name is Oscar. Kitty, there's Tofu the cat who joined us earlier. Look at that big smile. That is Pig post tusk trim. You can see how happy he is. And to the left of him is our other Shrek. This picture cracks me up. This is Chubbs. Chubbs used to be extremely heavy. He was so heavy, the poor little guy couldn't walk when he got here. He came from a pretty sad situation in Fort Myers, and he was in a house with a lot of people, with no electricity, and let's just say we were able to get him out of there, and he is now running around like a pro, and he's doing so well. He's probably one of our friendliest pigs. It's my boy Petey. Petey's one of our rescue dogs. He runs around with me and Koa on the farm. And Naya, my first doggy Naya, if she could write a book, it would be a bestseller. And my girl Koa goes everywhere with me. If you watch our videos, follow us on social media, you definitely know this girl. And my girl Cashmere. Cashmere is a lab pit mix, and she's our trouble girl. She doesn't like the animals, so she doesn't get to go out and kiss any animals, but we love her to death. And there's Hubert again. Look at that mug. And that is my slideshow. All right. Hopefully there. I think I'm getting the hang of it now, guys. I think I'm getting the hang of it. All right. So, yeah. So that's how we got here. Those are some of our residents. I'm hoping by next week I will be able to actually bring you out to the pasture, do some live shots, walk you around with the animals, and discuss that kind of stuff. And I'm going to show you a couple more videos today. And if you have any questions, type them in. Everything is it's all people telling me they can hear me and see me, and I'm glad we got over those few humps. I did want to take a moment today to recognize that it is September 11th, and I was living in New York City back when the Twin Towers came down, and I didn't want to let this day go by without recognizing the people who passed away that day, the first responders. It was definitely a strange time to be in New York. I was home that day, but I lived on the Upper West Side, so I was really out of harm's way. My partner at the time worked on Wall Street, and for whatever reason, he didn't want to go to work that day. People tell similar stories, and it probably saved his life. He worked at Goldman Sachs downtown, and he, who knows what would have happened. I think I know friends who lost their lives crazy time. So yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that I think it's, gosh, 19 years ago. Crazy, right? So yeah, thinking about my friends in New York and people I know who didn't make it that day. So yeah. And just queuing up some of the next stuff. You guys are all like, what is wrong with Chris today? Oh, goodness. All right. Trying to get my next video ready. We have a lot of fun rescue videos that I like to share. And again, hopefully next week I'll try to get out there and do some live stuff. I'm going to try to get a separate handheld camera where I can run around and you guys can meet the animals and ask questions. Sorry, guys. Anyway, well, I'm trying to find this. So each Friday, hopefully next Friday will be a little smoother. I'll be here sharing the sanctuary. I'm going to talk about animal rescues. I'm going to have different guests from animal activists to vegan chefs who will actually do some cooking demonstrations. I hope to highlight different products that you can all try at home. Kind of teach everybody a little bit about, purchasing cruelty-free products that aren't tested on animals, and, try to highlight a different product each week that you can change something up in your house, and we can all go on that journey towards compassion together. If you want to see any special guests, drop us a line, tell me who you want to see. And yeah, I'd love to, anything you guys want to see. Would love to, a lot of people I would love to work with personally. I know I'm going to get Laura to come on here for sure. She's amazing. She does angel readings, and I love her show. And I know she's watching. And I know Jamie's watching. I hope you're still watching, Jamie. And a whole bunch of others. Kim, I think you're watching too. Yeah. We have an amazing group of board members that are my friends, and I'm really grateful to have that group of compassionate people behind me for this mission to rescue animals and to change the world. With that said, I'm going to show you some more animal stuff. Guys, I'm like so confused today because of all the craziness. So we rescued a couple cows when we first opened, and Sparkles and Black Beauty. And Sparkles had a baby named Smoke, who ended up going to a different place. And we were actually able, a year later, to bring them back together here at the sanctuary. And the video is pretty amazing. I'm going to share that with you. They recognized each other right away. Sparkles called to him. It was a touching moment. So let me show that to you guys because I think you'll enjoy it. Share that screen again. All right. And here we go. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. So here it is. Oops, I keep doing that. All right, guys. So again, this is Smoke coming back together with his mom for the first time after being separated for a year.
Oh, I never looked out that. All right.
What do you think, smokers?
Smoke.
Oh, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Which one's his mom? The one on the left? Oh, look who that is. Oh my God. Oh.
All right. That's that always makes me happy to watch that video. I think you know. Thanks, Dorothy. Everybody's texting me. I'm sure you guys can all hear that. So I think a lot of people, see farm animals in a very different light. Cows, chickens, goat, all farm animals are sentient beings, and their intelligence is staggering. It's one thing when you can read about it in books, you can see stories on TV and on social media, but until you actually are there experiencing their life, it's something that I know changed me forever. And I think if more people have the opportunity to meet animals up close, farm animals in particular, I think we would make different decisions with how we eat, how we live, our choices. There's a lot of one great one-liners in veganism. Peace begins on your plate, and I truly think that that's something a lot of us didn't learn growing up. I used to eat meat. I think we're all told that lie growing up. I used to think cows and pigs, and they would run around in the grass and have a great time and have this amazing life, and never even thought about what happens. When it comes to you on your plate, it's a completely different different look. You don't see it as the body parts of an animal. And I don't want to get too graphic or disgusting, because this show is really about positivity. But I'm hoping that I'll get everybody who is on their journey right now towards a more compassionate life to think about the choices they make and the foods they eat. 1 billion land animals are killed each week for food. That's 1 billion. If you think about, that number to me is staggering. It's unfathomable. Put that over a year, and there's a counter on websites. You can see it everywhere, and it actually counts per second how many animals are killed. And it's insane to me that entire industry is so secretive. And they say if slaughterhouses had glass walls, none of us would eat animals. And you can see those videos. You can watch those videos. They're really hard to watch. My journey towards veganism began 10 years ago. A really good friend of mine from high school, we reconnected on Facebook, and he was vegan, and he showed those slaughter videos. And I remember watching a a video from Mercy for Animals. And basically what it did, it showed you the life of a pig, a cow, fish, every different animal, from how they are at a factory farm to how they end. And I remember seeing, especially the pigs, because they are the most abused on factory farms. I had no idea how they were kept. I had no idea female pigs were kept in gestation crates that were the size of their body, and they were kept like in there for years. I was told to lie, like all of us were, and I remember I saw that video and I never ate meat again. I mean, it was, it was so eye-opening to me. I truly had no idea, and I think a lot of people, I think we're all just waking up to it now more so than even 10 years ago. And if you want to, if you're brave enough to watch a video, if you watch Earthlings, it's a documentary on how we treat animals in this world, from food to experimentation. And if you're not that brave, there are some really amazing documentaries. Cowspiracy is really great. You don't have to, these are documentaries that don't show any brutal scenes. I'm trying to think most of them have the brutal scenes, of course. And oh my God, I cannot think. There's an amazing documentary that's out right now with, it shows us from the sports side. Gosh, and I can't remember the name. Anyway, it'll come to me, or somebody can type it in. It's an amazing documentary, and it really shows the science behind eating meat versus, choosing a plant-based lifestyle. And I know it's changed a lot of people's lives. The Game Changers, thank you, Dorothy. Watch The Game Changers. It's an amazing documentary. It's enjoyable to watch. It really shows you how your health will change, how the planet will change. I think we're at a point where the planet is, it just can't handle and can't sustain life the way we are destroying the earth. And each and every one of us can choose a different path. And I think if we all come together, it's not too late. We can change what's going on in this world. So I hope you'll watch The Game Changers if you haven't already seen it. And if you're brave enough to watch Earthlings or Dominion, it's I highly recommend it. All right, what else can I tell you guys today? We've been having some heavy conversations, and showed you some animals, and let's see, a couple more videos I wanted to show you. I don't recommend a Mac for this, by the way, if anybody wants to start a podcast. And I think Tiffany, my producer, Tiffany, thank you for putting up with me on my first show and giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. I know going forward it'll be a little smoother. I've already been talking for 50 minutes. Wow, I never thought I'd get this far. Yeah, thank you, Tiffany. Goldylocks Productions. Really thrilled to have my own show and to do this. And I know I'll look back at this and laugh one day. We'll all look back at this and have a good laugh. And a couple other things. What we're going to do each show also is we have the opportunity for everybody to sponsor an animal. So we'll highlight those on the next show, because again, today just didn't work out with sharing screens. But you can virtually adopt any one of our animals. It's $25 a month, and that will give you you get a little package with their picture and their background story. And 4 times a year, we try to do it every month, but we've becoming so busy. I think I need to hire somebody just to do that. 4 times a year, we will send you an update on them and a video and tell you how they're doing and fun stuff like that. So yeah, if there's any animal you see, just go to our website. It's littlebearsanctuary.org, and there's a section on sponsoring an animal. And there it is right on your screen. Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to do. We have a lot of resources there. You can find our Amazon wish list. I made everything pretty simple, one click away. If you're on Amazon, if you shop on Amazon, you can actually choose Little Bear Sanctuary as your Amazon Smile account. And what that will do is on Amazon will donate 0.05% of your purchases to the sanctuary. And the more people who sign up, the more money we get. And we've actually been doing pretty good from that. If you're on Facebook, we're Little Bear Sanctuary on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, we have a fun Instagram account, Little Bear Sanctuary. I have a personal account, Christopher Vane, on Instagram, and try to change things up. And I try to be entertaining. Like the only thing I haven't done for you today, guys, is sing. Thank God it didn't come down to that. And also on our website, you'll find the links on how to donate. You can check out our GoFundMe. Our GoFundMe fundraiser is that money is going to complete our 10-acre upgrade and our in-house clinic. We've already reached, I think we're almost at 17,000 of our $55,000 goal. How amazing is that? I'm so grateful to our supporters. We really have the best supporters in the world, I think. Last week we started the clinic, the in-house clinic. The build is started. I'm going to share pictures of that with you. We're really excited about it. We're actually building an in-house clinic for the animals, so less stress on them. The vets will come here and do surgeries, and we'll have a separate area just to take care of the 150 animals plus that we have here. And it's really exciting. So we've reached that goal. It's began. We will be upgrading our final 10 acres. We have fencing going in 2 more weeks, final 10 acres. We've got an acre set aside for a community garden. We're really excited about that. We received a few grants. We got a grant from Walmart for that. We got a grant from one of our local water purification systems here. And our wonderful board member, Jamie, she's writing grants like crazy. She's amazing. We're excited about the future for that. And given the pandemic, which, things are changing, we'll be opening soon again. And we really want to be able to have an area where the community can come together, grow some food, meet each other, teach each other. we're big in community outreach. We do yoga with the pigs. We used to. It'll come back. We limit a group of supporters to come and do yoga here, and the pigs like to join in. It's a lot of fun. We'll have our volunteer days will come back soon. We do have, we've kind of held off with new volunteers at this point. I've been receiving everybody's applications, and I really appreciate it. And I promise I'll be getting back to everybody. We're trying to figure out the best way to have people visit and keep everybody safe. We've got a few visitors coming over the next month, and we're kind of, seeing how that works. And we really appreciate everybody's patience with that. What else can I tell you guys? We're really excited about the future. We've got 2 production studios that have reached out to us to do a television series. So how crazy is that? I mean, that's fingers crossed. We already received 1 contract, but we're waiting to hear from another first before we sign anything. So hopefully there's a TV show coming up soon, guys. That would be a lot of fun. And does anybody have any questions? Everybody's texting me because I don't know. So every Friday, 12 to 1 p.m. I hope you will join me for lunch here at the sanctuary. We'll go a little smoother the next time. We're going to have some special guests, and we'll have a schedule up and running soon. Hey, Liza. Liza's one of our board members also. She's asking about Keisha. Keisha's doing great. Keisha's our tortoise, and she is quite the character. She's a 15-year-old yellowfoot tortoise, and she loves the pigs. And what else can I tell you guys? 3 minutes left, but who's counting? I apologize again for the crazy bumpy show. Thank you to everybody who watched today. Thank you for putting up with my craziness and the bumps of this show. I think next week it'll be more exciting. And I really appreciate it. If you'd like to make a donation, if you'd like to sponsor an animal, you can head over to our website at littlebearsanctuary.org. Thank you, everybody. We've got through our first show. Yay. I didn't have to sing. And I hope everybody had a good time. God bless. And let's keep animals off your plate.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments. Then head over to the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. With the huge selection of shows, the fun doesn't have to end.